This week's book is a book that will help all cybersecurity, indeed any professional who needs to improve their presentation skills. This book is a book called Talk Like TED. It's by Carmine Gallo. It's a book that explores the strengths and techniques that a lot of speakers, everyone from Barack Obama through to Oprah Winfrey to Bill Gates and Steve Jobs have mastered. As you can see, as always, with books like this that are extremely powerful, I have a lot of tabs in here where I've marked key points and things which I think are really important. It's not just a theoretical book. It doesn't just give you views on who are the best speakers and what makes them powerful orators. It goes into some real practical steps and things that you can put into practice. Now, why do I think this is important? Well, in cybersecurity, we are often asked to present to maybe our teams, maybe we have to present to the board. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we get to stand on stage and speak to people about cybersecurity and data protection. And all too often, the talks that I see lack the passion, the drive, and the energy that people seem to have when I talk to them on a one-to-one basis. So I think you should read this book. It's Talk Like TED, the 9 public speaking secrets of the world's top minds. What are the key takeaways for me? Well, there are several, as I've said. One in particular area talks about unleashing the power of emotion. So it talks about how great speakers tap into the emotions to connect with an audience, how they craft their presentation to evoke awe or inspire people, or they get people to empathize with their position. Storytelling. They talk a lot about storytelling. Carmine Gallo talks about storytelling in quite a lot of detail in the book. As I've said, lots of tabs in here. But he also talks about keeping it simple, keeping it memorable, using complex language, as we often do within cybersecurity and data protection, loses the audience. You need to have your ideas distilled down so that they are concise and clear and have clarity. Use simple language. Use humor. But obviously, be careful with humor. As we all know, it can land inappropriately if you're not a professional comedian. So just be careful with that one. But use a personal anecdotes. Again, when I've spoken to people about presenting and presentation skills, and they've said, well, how do I talk about risk management or penetration testing? It's already been said. True. But it hasn't been said by you. We want to hear your stories. I want to hear what your takeaway, what your key skills are, or what your key experiences are. So share those things. So keep it simple, keep it memorable, add passion, unleash the power of emotion, and show that authenticity. Because again, if it's your story, it can't be replicated by anyone else. If you're passionate about a particular aspect of cybersecurity, then let that passion show. Bring it to the stage. Bring it to your presentation. The final thing, and it's again a key aspect of when I present, is stop littering your PowerPoint presentations with bullet points. I've still see slides that have 5, 10, 15 bullet points with lots and lots of words. I hate to tell you, but your audience have stopped listening. Now they're just reading. So use visuals. If you can use a physical visual aid, all to the good, all better. But if not, then bring up a picture up on screen. When I do presentations, sometimes I will use a picture of a lion stalking the wildebeest. And the reason I do that is because I talk about how we, the general public, are the wildebeest, and that lions are the scammers and the criminals that are out there looking to pick off the weak, the old, the unprepared. The reason I do that is because I want to firmly fix that image in people's minds. I want them to leave with that idea. And I've had people come to me several months and in a couple of occasions, a couple of years, and they've said to me, I still watch documentaries about wildlife, and every time I see the wildebeest and I see a lion stalking their prey, I think of your presentation about cybersecurity. I fixed it in their minds. That's the power of using visuals. So use emotion, use simple ideas, simple language, and of course, passion and authenticity and visuals. It's all contained within this fantastic book. So, highly recommend this. Talk like Ted, but more importantly, talk like you. See you on the next review. All the best.